I also know that androids 17 and 18 are on their way as we speak along with your son android 16, and I would like to apologize Jero for killing your son that day. I'm sorry about what I did, but he shot at me with his weapons so I killed him, you understand, self-defense and all that. I was not like the original Goku, I am smarter, and I always knew that Saiyans were actually incredibly smart. They actually have great intelligence, and over the years I got many degrees in college. I became a doctor and a robotics engineering master, and I also have a degree in the field of artificial intelligence, and I'm a software programming master. I also got the highest degrees in all those fields, and I even knew all building skills and repair skills, you know, like carpentry, electrician, construction, gunsmithing, computer repair technician, appliance repair. I know all things like that so I could actually be useful to Bulma, my wife, instead of being a lazy bum that uses her money and eats all day and trains all day. So I actually help her with her work because I know everything that my wife knows, and Dr. Jero is aware that I'm actually a genius. And I said, you're not the only one who has miniature drones, Jero, we have been watching you too this whole time, you old fool. And he got terrified and said no. And then I laughed and said, that right there, that's the look I wanted to see when you realized you have no chance against me, and now I will vindicate that look you have with the final nails in the coffin. I gave you an out and you spit in my face, you pathetic little insect. And he said, no wait please, you can have it all, just spare my life please. And I said, it's much too late for that, Krillin, kill android 19 and Dr. Jero, but spare the twins android 17 and 18, don't kill them. And Vegeta said, wait Kakarot, I wish to fight the woman. And then Vegeta fought android 18 and he beat her this time, but he didn't kill her. Instead he apologized and said, I'm sorry, my name is Vegeta and you're a very beautiful woman, could I please take you out on a date? And he said, I'm very rich and handsome, and he smiled and android 18 blushed. And now I envied Vegeta because I always loved android 18 in my previous life, and I even wanted to marry her too, almost as much as Bulma. And then that's when Cell showed up and tried to use his solar flare technique, but I knew a counter to that technique and I surrounded my eyes in white energy and I said, you're a fool, Cell, and then I destroyed him instantly. And he shouted, no wait don't, and then I destroyed him with a powerful Kamehameha wave, and just like that the Cell saga was over and 18 married Vegeta, Bulma married me and the beautiful woman Frieza, and Krillin married Chi-Chi. This time I made sure all the Z fighters married the right people, and all the other Saiyans including Nappa and Raditz stayed on planet Vegeta where they married Saiyan women. And then over the years I trained with Vegeta and I showed him why he could never defeat me. I said to Vegeta that you can't surpass me, Vegeta, no matter how hard you try you can't win because I am the strongest Saiyan of our race. You could say I'm blessed with glorious purpose. I stole that line from old Loki in my previous life. And then Vegeta closed his eyes and smiled and he said, show me your true transformation, Kakarot, I need to see it please. And I asked, are you sure you want this? And he said, yes definitely, I need to know you're the best and the true king of the Saiyans. And then I showed him my final form, the Super Saiyan 4 Infinity form. I now have infinite powers and I even turned my Dragon Balls into Infinity Dragon Balls. Thanks to the overwhelming amount of time I spent in the hyperbolic time chamber, I achieved a new Super Saiyan 4 transformation never before seen in the Dragon Ball Z series or Super. For 7 long years my clones stayed with my wives while I trained all the Z fighters in the hyperbolic time chamber. I pushed each of their limits beyond measure. Not even Yamcha would be weak. When they nearly gave up I motivated them. I told them to get back up because more threats are coming and you have to be ready. Do not fail your loved ones, don't fail yourselves. And they all trained so hard they nearly died more than once, and I was now able to tap into the legendary Super Saiyan form and even other powers, and the Ultra Instinct is actually effortless for me. Thanks to my Super Saiyan 4 Infinity form I can do anything and everything. I knew I could even knock out Grand Zeno if I wanted to, and Beerus was now having a terrifying nightmare, and in his dream a visage of a terrifying Saiyan with the infinity symbol on his chest throwing a punch that pierces his chest. And then Beerus woke up screaming in terror and he said, Whis, something is wrong. Whis, I can sense something is wrong. There's someone powerful in our universe, and I had a premonition about him. He's a Saiyan with incredible powers, even rivaling Grand Zeno, maybe even surpassing him. And Whis said, yes Lord Beerus, you are correct.